Welcome, my dear students. Last class we have seen the atom resins. From atom resins we have seen the three book examples. Okay. From the three book examples, from the first example we know that most of the space in an atom is almost found empty, which means for every atom the maximum mass is composed at the center, which is very small, and the portion is highly dense. Okay, so more maximum mass of an atom is almost close to the nucleus. So this is nuclear model of an atom, which was given by Rutherford. And from the second example, we have seen the gold foil experiments. From the gold foil experiments, 7.7 mega electron volt of energy is used to produce alpha particle. These alpha particles are used to strike the gold foil. So what is the distance of closest approach? So what is the distance of closest approach? So before the alpha particle that touched the surface of the gold nucleus, how much distance left to reverse its path? Okay, that is the distance of closest approach. And for the third example, we have determined the radius and the velocity of an orbital electron in an hydrogen atom. Okay, so the three examples over. The next topic we are going to see is atomic spectra. Okay, spectrum already you know. What is the spectrum? This already you studied your 10th standard science physics. Okay, so a spectrum is nothing but a band of color components. Okay, so through a prism, it is a transparent glass prism. When a white light is passes through it, it undergoes a refractions and then dispersal. So the dispersed light which coming out from the prism, there are a set of colors. Okay, a set of colors from violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So we used to say that with GR. So this band of color components, when a white light passing through a prism, which is dispersed, is called a spectrum. So a spectrum is nothing but a band of color components. Okay, but atomic spectra is totally different from ordinary spectra. So what is this? Actually, in this prism case, instead of prism, if you use some other transparent material, then we'll have some other what is the other spectrum. Suppose imagine it's a vacuum prism. I mean it's a hollow prism. Inside a hollow prism, some gas is taken, and through the gases you are passing a light. Okay, that is not a white light. Instead of like passing light, you are creating some potential difference. That is, you are passing electricity. So when you are passing electricity through a gases, then it emits spectrum. The spectrum from the spectrum we can analyze the elements of various components. Okay, so each element has a characteristic property of the spectrum which it contains. Each element has its characteristics of spectrum of radiation which it emits. Okay, we know that we are launching many satellites to Moon and also the Mars. Okay, so the satellite contains some robotic structures, and the robotic structures are nothing but some scientific research tools. So these scientific research tools are after reaching the Moon or Mars, there was wandering on the surface of the Moon that picks the soil. After picking the soil, there itself the robotic structures, that is the instruments, will analyze the soil and also it identify the elements which was present. Because in our Earth we have 118 elements. No, so in this 118 element, by taking each element you pass some radiations or you pass some potential. That is, you are creating some current to it. So it emits radiations. So all the elements do not have the same radiations. So each element has a characteristics of radiation of light which emits. Okay, so different elements have a different wavelength of the spectrum. Okay, so all the elements do not have the same characteristic spectrum of light emits. Okay, so this is atomic spectra because the gas is atoms which absorbs the energy and then it emits some radiations. Okay, so the atomic spectra which have two types. One is, the first one is emission line spectra. There are two types of atomic spectrum. The first one is emission line spectrum. What is the difference between spectrum and spectra? So here we written spectra, here it is spectrum. A spectrum means it's only one band of colors. Spectra means many continuous band of colors. Okay, so it's a singular, this is plural. Nuclei and nucleus. No. Similarly, this is a spectrum, only one set of colors. This is many set of combination of colors. That is spectra. So emission line spectra. So what is the emission line spectra? It's a very simple thing. You take any atomic gas. Gas is vapor. So gas or vapor, which is taken at very low pressure, then you created some potentials. Okay, you have created a potential, which means you are passing a current. Okay, you are passing a current to an atomic gas or vapor at very low pressure. Then it emits radiations. So the radiation contains some spectrum. Okay, so this is called emission line spectrum. Actually, in the emission line spectrum, the spectrum contains a bright lines. The spectrum that contains a bright lines with a dark background, completely dark background. So it's full of dark background. So a dark background. In a dark background, a bright lines are there. So these spectrum is called emission line spectrums. So bright lines. So already said the atomic spectrum have two types. One is the emission line spectrum, another one is absorption line spectrum. So what is the emission line spectrum? Take an atomic gas or vapor at very low pressure and pass an electric current through it, then it emits radiations. So these radiations that contains a set of spectrum. So the spectrum has some lines. So these lines are very bright lines. The bright lines are located in a dark background. Okay, so a bright lines with a dark background is nothing but emission line spectrum. Okay, but absorption line spectrum is probably different. So what is absorption line spectrum? You are clear about this now? So emission line means bright lines with a dark background. The second one is absorption line spectrum. Absorption line spectrum. Okay, what is absorption line spectrum? Same like methods, but we are not passing an electric current through it, we are passing a white light. So take a gas or a vapor. So to the gas or a vapor, you pass a white light. So you pass a white light. By passing a white light through this atomic gas or a vapor, it has some spectrum. Okay, so it has some spectrum. That spectrum with the dark lines, with the bright background. So it's a bright background. So on the bright background, the dark lines are there. Okay, so the dark lines in a bright background is called absorption line spectra. So this is dark lines in a bright background. Okay, I repeat once again. Atomic spectra. Atomic spectra is nothing but we have many elements in our electron. So each element has a characteristic property of the spectrum of radiations which they emits. So it has certain frequencies or certain wavelength. So the spectrum has two types. One is atomic spectra. One is the emission line spectra. Another one is absorption line spectra. What is the emission line spectra? When a gas is taken at very low pressure, we are passing electricity through it. Okay, it emits certain set of frequency of the spectrum. By analyzing the spectrum, you can see that there is a bright lines, okay, in a dark background, which means the particular spectrum is called emission line spectra. But absorption line spectra is different. Instead of passing electricity, we we have to pass a white line. So by passing a white line to a gas or a vapor, we have a spectrum like this. So the spectrum contains a dark lines in a bright background. Okay. So now we are going to see hydrogen emission spectrum. Because hydrogen is the simplest atom, so it has the simplest spectrum. That is emission line spectrum of hydrogen atom. Emission line spectrum of hydrogen atom. Actually, it is a continuous spectrum. So it has certain set of series. So what is the spectral series we are going to see? See that it has like this. It goes like this. Okay, so this is a series. It starts with a different series. So this series is called Lyman series. This is already studied in chemistry, Lyman series. And this second set of this series is called Balmer series. J.J. Balmer. So Balmer series. And the third set of the series is called Paschen series. The next one is bracket. And the last one is P-fun. Okay, so these are the spectral series. There is Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, bracket, and P-fun series. So each this is the initial line spectrum of hydrogen atoms because hydrogen is the simplest atom. So we have the simplest spectrum like this. So the Lyman series it comes under ultraviolet range. Okay, Lyman series comes under ultraviolet range. And the Balmer series comes under visible light, and the Paschen and the brackets comes under infrared. Okay, so the wavelength range starts for the Lyman series from 91 nanometer to 122 nanometer. Similarly, for Balmer series, it is a visible light spectrum. No? So for this line, it starts from 365 nanometer to 656 nanometer. And the third spectrum series is Paschen. For Paschen, it is 820 nanometer to 1875 nanometer. So it goes on like this. So from the first line of the Lyman series to the P-fun series, gradually the wavelength is in increasing order. You can see that it starts from 91 nanometer and it goes up to the P-fun series. So gradually the wavelength is increasing. Okay. So from this, what is the spectral series? So before knowing the spectral series, this is the image of emission line spectrum of hydrogen atom. So hydrogen atom has a continuous spectrum. So in this have a set of series. Okay. Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, bracket, and P-fun. So each set of series, when it goes towards the right hand side, you can notice that the wavelength is gradually increasing. Okay. But there is no similarities found. So all looks like the same, but only some changes are found. What is the changes? There is no similarities found in each set of series. Almost it's all looks same. Okay, Paschen also looks like this. And P-fun also looks like this. So this is P-fun series. So all looks like the same, but you can see only one thing. In each set of series, towards the left hand side, the space is gradually reducing. So comparing these two lines, the space is larger. The next two lines space are reduced, and the other two lines space are reducing. So from each set of series to within this particular series, towards the left hand side, the space is reducing. Okay, so it is called as spectral lines, and the total is called spectral series. So each right hand side, the wavelength is increasing. So from this we can find the spectral series. Spectral series. So this is Lyman series, and this is Balmer series. This is Paschen series. Similarly, Bragg and Pfund. Okay. So J.J. Balmer, he obtained a simple empirical formula for an hydrogen atom. So now we are going to see only the Balmer series. Okay. So how the Balmer series is? We are not going to see the Lyman now. Balmer series only. So J.J. Balmer, he is a series physics teacher. So he obtained an empirical formula. What is called empirical formula? It's a short form. Okay, the derivations we are going to see in the next topic. Okay, after Bohr's atomic models, using the postulates, we determine the energy. So at that time we will find the empirical formula, how it comes. So J.J. Balmer, he obtained a simple empirical formula of the hydrogen atoms. So how it looks? Actually it looks small, so I'll maximize and draw that. So according to Balmer, the series is like this. So this is a Balmer series. Okay, Balmer visible spectrum. It starts from H alpha line, H beta line, H gamma line, H del line, and the last line is H infinite. Okay, so it has a different wavelength. So for H alpha line has a maximum wavelength. It's nearly 656 nanometer. Okay, and the next line is actually this goes to red light. I'll explain how it comes. So H alpha is a red bill, and H beta it's a bluish green, and H gamma it's a violet, and it goes like this. And H infinite is there. Finally, it's H infinite, not alpha. Alpha, beta, gamma, del, and infinite. Okay. So the wavelength range begins from 364.6 nanometer, and for H del it is 410 point something nanometer, and the H gamma is 434.1 nanometer, and for H beta is 486.1 nanometer, 410.2 nanometer. Okay, so this is the visible spectrum. Visible spectrum in Balmer series. So in this visible spectrum, it starts from violet to red, but below this H alpha line comes under ultraviolet, and above the H alpha line, below the H infinite line it comes under ultraviolet, above the H alpha line it goes to infrared. So Balmer obtained a simple empirical formula that for hydrogen atoms that comes under visible regions. So how to determine the wavelength of each lens? So the formula is like this. And already while we are going towards right hand side, the wavelength is increasing. Wavelength is increasing order. So Balmer obtained a simple empirical formula. So the formula is this. So the reciprocal of wavelength is equal to Rydberg constant into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by n square. So this is the J.J. Balmer empirical formula for a visible spectrum. Here, lambda is the wavelength. What is the lambda? It is the wavelength. And R is the Rydberg constant. Rydberg's constant. and n is an integral number. This integral number start from 3, 4, 5, 6, it goes on. Okay, up to infinity. Okay, so why is it mentioned 2? Because the exact atom after different energy level all comes to second state. While it's coming to second state, it emits a radiation containing spectrum. So that is comes under Balmer series. But for Riemann series, all the exact energy levels of an atom comes to the first state. So for Riemann series, we will use 1 square, and for Balmer series, we use 2 square. Similarly, third one is passion. Passion, all the excited energy level from all the excited energy levels, the atom comes to third state. So we have to use 3 for our passions. Similarly, the very next series, what is the next series? Passion bracket and then P1. Okay. So now we are going to see only the Balmer series. So Balmer used the simple empirical formula. So this is the formula. So the inverse of the wavelength is equal to Rydberg constant into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by n square. And the Rydberg constant value, we know that. What is the value of Rydberg constant? It is 1.097 into 10 to the power 7 meter inverse. Okay, this is the Rydberg constant value. Okay, shall we find the value? Listen, first set H alpha line, no? So for H alpha line, we have to take n is equal to 3. Okay, then substitute in the formula. 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 3 square, no? So Rydberg constant value is 1.097 into 10 to the power 7 meter inverse into 1 by 4 minus 1 by 9. So what will I get? 1 by 4 minus 1 by 9 is 9 minus 4 by 36, no? So which is equal to 5 by 36. So this value after simplification is 5 by 36. But we want only the wavelength of H alpha line. Okay. So take reciprocal on both sides. So what will get? Wavelength of H alpha line is equal to inverse, this become inverse 1 by, that is 36 by 1.097 into 10 to the power minus 7 divided by 5. So after simplifications, the final value is, okay, after simplification, the final value is 656.3 nanometer. Okay, this comes under red light. The red line. Okay, so this comes under the red line. So this is for this n is equal to 3. So this is the up 10, and the wavelength also comes. Similarly, we can find the H beta line, H gamma line, H del, and H infinite. For H beta line, we should take n is equal to 4. And for H gamma line, we should take n is equal to 5, and for H del line, n is equal to 6, and it goes up to infinite. Okay, this is infinite. For H infinite, we'll get the wavelength ranges 364.6 nanometer. Okay, this almost comes nearly less than violet regions. So that only the Balmer series comes under visible spectrums. Okay, visible spectrum na namu enna kanna paakra the 7 colors, and the 7 color range will be visible spectrum. So the maximum wavelength goes to H alpha lines. For the case, all the exit level comes to third. Okay, so when all the exit levels come to third state, then the emitted radiations have the maximum wavelength. Similarly, we should take n is equal to 4. So that is for H beta lines. So this is for the color bluish green. This is for the color bluish green. And the next line, H gamma no. So this is the color for violet, and it goes nearly below the violet finally. So below this, the range goes to ultraviolet, and above the line it goes to infrared. So the only Balmer spectral series comes under visible region. Okay, so Balmer obtained visible region spectrals. Okay, so we found only the wavelength. Why can't we find frequency? Yes, we can also find the frequency. So how to find the frequency? Listen. Once we write the empirical formula, that is 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by n square. No? Okay. We know the relation between the speed of the light and the wavelength. The speed of the light, we know that speed of the light is equal to frequency to wavelength, but wavelength is equal to speed by frequency. So instead of wavelength, substitute speed by frequency. So substitute the value here. So instead of lambda, speed by frequency, which is equal to gas constant into 1 by 4 minus 1 by n square. Okay. Then this value will becomes to denominator, no. So finally, the frequency by the speed is equal to r into 1 by 4 minus 1 by n square. And the denominator speed you have to transfer to the right hand side. So finally, the frequency is equal to Rydberg constant in the speed of light in 1 by 4 minus 1 by n square. So this is a formula we can use it to calculate the frequency of the emitted spectrums. Okay. So here we determine the spectral length wavelength. Also we can find the frequency of the emitted radiations. Okay. Actually, this all they used to obtain for a hydrogen atom, singly ionized deuterium, and doubly ionized lithium. Doubly ionized lithium. So they couldn't explain for complex atoms. Okay, only the simplest atom they used to found this value. That's it. Once again we recall what we are studying today. So today we are studying the atomic spectra, because each element has a different characteristics of the spectrum of radiation which it emits, which have two types. One is the emission light spectrum, another one is absorption light spectrum. In the emission light spectrum, through the gases at low pressure, we have to pass an electric current, okay, high electric currents. Then it emits a spectrum. The spectrum contains a certain wavelength of the radiation which it emits. But absorption light spectrum is different. Through the gases, we have to pass white light. By passing a white light, we will get the spectrum. So in this balancing the spectrum, we can notice that a bright light with a dark background. So dark light with a bright background. Okay. So dark lights with bright backgrounds goes to absorption light, and the bright lights with the dark background goes to emission light spectrums. Okay. After that, there is no similarity seen in the continuous spectrum, but by analyzing these spectrums, while moving towards the right hand side, towards the left hand side, gradually the space is increasing, which means the wavelength is reducing. Whereas when you are going towards the right hand side, the space is increasing, which means the wavelength order is increasing. Okay. After that, how Balmer obtained the visible spectrum? Actually, we have the 5 set of hydrogen spectral series. It starts from Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, Brackett, and Peepen series. Okay. In the Balmer series comes under visible region. So how to find it? He used a simple empirical formula. Some derivations he obtained, from that he reduced the formula. So this is the final formula. So how the Rydberg constant comes, that we are going to see in the next class. Okay, after the most models we are going to see that. So this is the empirical formula by J.J. Balmer. According to him, the reciprocal of wavelength is equal to Rydberg constant and 1 by 2 square minus 1 by n square. So why here we mentioned 2? I said all the accelerated level of the energy levels coming to the second state, at the time we emit some radiations, so it goes to the second state. Okay, and third, the remaining one. If we want to find each line wavelength, we have to mention the integral values. It starts from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But here, while substituting 3, we will get the wavelength of H of a line. So the H of a line is the wavelength for red color. So the only finally we said the hydrogen spectrum of Balmer series comes under visible region. So not only the wavelength, also we can find the frequency. Okay, thank you.